Hello, welcome to my channel. Today's journal entry is a view of 3 sandpipers and the ocean. I've tried to give my painting depth by adding birds flying into the distance, adding sailboats, and painting the one furthest away red as a focal point, and putting in a distant lighthouse. I like to be able to think I can climb over the frame of a painting and wander around and explore. I like my paintings to have depth and distance. I did my sketch on tracing paper. It's easy to correct any mistakes. And then I transferred it to 140-pound watercolor paper. I always start to paint with the most distant element, and in this case it's the sky. It takes up 2/3 of my page, and it's got clouds. So I put on quite a dark blue wash, and then I use paper towel scrunched up and I blot out my clouds. And then I take a purplish bluish color, a shadow color, and I put that on the underside of the clouds. It adds volume. It makes them look more cloud-like. I used to have a teacher who would tell me, if you want to paint clouds, think clouds. And I've always found that works for me. I just conjure them up in my mind, and then there they appear on my page. I don't quite know how that is, but that's how I like to think of it. Think clouds. I mix a little green into the sky blue and paint my ocean. And I make sure that my horizon line is absolutely straight. You cannot have a crooked horizon line. It just does not look right. And I put in the distant shoreline and the shoreline around the lighthouse. The further away it is, the bluer that line will be. It's almost as though a veil comes down and makes everything a little less, I can't think of the word, a little less saturated. Distant hills appear blue to us, don't they? But when you get close to them, they become green or brown or whatever color they are. I'm not a watercolor purist, and I'm going to confess I used white acrylic paint for the wave top for the surf and for the area that puddles around the bird's feet. I don't mind doing that. It's paint. I could have left the area white paper. I could have used white watercolor, which doesn't work very effectively in my opinion, but I wanted the thickness of the acrylic paint, and I think it made great surf, and I'm okay with that. So this is a mixed media painting. I finished my painting with a Micron Archival No. 3 pen, and it's a very fine line, and that's all I needed. And I did the feathers on the birds, the legs, absolutely everything. I outlined absolutely everything with that pen, and it brought it all into focus, in my opinion. I used double-sided tape to stick the painting in my journal, which is my latest way to store everything that I do, because paper is more easily stored than any of the canvases or canvas panels, and I paint so often that I need an easy way to store, so I've taken to painting on 140-pound watercolor paper. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please find the time to like and subscribe, because that helps my channel grow, and I'd very much appreciate it if you could do that. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.